Hi, how are you? Today is Wednesday, lesson number 17, upper intermediate, new headway, and I think you feel better now after making the class for half an hour. Yesterday I heard something, and I started thinking of it. Like, the question is like, what do you do to get the advantage of this, of the free time we have? I heard something that it's not to be called free time. Whenever we called it a free time, so it's gonna be wasted. Like they called it as a gift that is given to us to do the things that we never had time to do. So don't call it spare time. Don't call it free time. Call it like a gift, like that is given for free. Yes, for free. We don't pay anything for it. And try to celebrate this time by using it. Okay? Actually, I started to think of this, and I know it gave me some kind of positive thinking, positive ideas. That why not to consider it as a given gift, as a gift that is we all need it somehow, apart from people who already have a lot of it, like unemployed people or lazy students. I hope you're not one of them, because lazy students feel like they always need time to do something, but they don't have it, but they already have the time. Okay, but naggy, mean like they nag, they start like, they complain all the time, and they say like, we don't have time, we cannot do this, we blah 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 blah. Okay, anyway, stay away from these negative people who look at what you cannot do. Okay, or they always say like, you cannot do it. Stay away from these people, because they can kill the energy, the good energy, the positive energy you have, or you're looking for, or you are seeking. Okay. I remember that last class we stopped at the listening section. We didn't start it. The listening section was about, 3 people. They had interviews about this NEETS, which is like not in employment, education, or training, and the S is for plural. Okay, so what do these people do? Why do they have a lot of them? Okay, we already have a lot of them. Okay, what do they do? What's this program, if it's a program, or an organization if it's like one? So let's listen to these people. Actually, it's a program. Let me help you with this. It's a program, but this program, what is it about? How can it help people who are not employed, not educated, and not trained? This, like, we are going to listen to 3 people. The names are Daryl, Kara, and Lucas. Okay, Daryl is 21, Kara is 22, and Lucas is 26. Let's listen to their experiences and check how they improved, if they did. Okay, and what challenges did they had, and how did they get solution to their problems? Are you ready? Maybe you can get some ideas to solve yours, and to try to deal with yours in a positive, good way. We all have our downs, but our ups are coming, so we have to look positively to see them coming, and to look for them, because they don't rain, okay, or they don't come like this. Okay, we have to search. Okay, success needs sacrifice. Anyway, let's listen to this. And first question, are you ready, guys? Let's start. First, we are going to read the question. The questions are number 3 and 4. Okay, number 3, listen to 3 young people talking about being neat. Take notes about them, and under these headings, after each one, discuss your answers. So after each one, I'm gonna stop and speak about the experience of the person, related to past experiences and problems, the turning point. Turning point, in everybody's life, we have, a turning point, which means a moment or, a period of time that changed his life or turned his life into something completely different. So I think you all have your turning points, and it's a good way and good thing to learn how to speak about your turning point. Immediate plans and hopes for the future. Okay, and the fourth question is, what challenges do you think each person will face? How might their new experience benefit them? Do you know anyone who is in a similar situation? Actually, number 4, it's like, for you to encourage you to make, a speech like the one you are going to hear, to be able to speak about someone who has the same or similar difficulties and problems and how he solved them. Maybe it's you who can, it's you to talk about your personality, your challenges, your past experiences and the problems and things like that. So are we ready to listen? Okay, let's start. Let me check the track. Guys, I think it's track 5.8. Let me listen.
Tape script 5.8. Daryl.
Okay, Daryl, 21, as I mentioned, okay?
Well, to be honest, I've never had a job. I left school at 16 because sitting at a desk just wasn't my kind of thing. I couldn't wait to get out there and start work. Only problem was...
Okay. He seems to have a problem at school. Okay, he left school at the age of 16 because school didn't seem or isn't his thing. When I say like something is not my thing, I don't agree with it, or I don't get along with it, or it's not suitable for me, I cannot find myself in it, okay? So let's continue with Daryl.
I didn't have any qualifications and there weren't any jobs.
No qualifications, no jobs.
I can't believe how stupid I was, really.
How stupid I was, really. Okay, so he's speaking about, his negative traits in a good way or in ironic way. Anyway, here we're speaking or we're listening to his past experience and past problems.
I just messed around for a couple of years.
Messed around is like to hang around or to not to do anything that is important, okay? Like when I said to you, like, stop messing around and, start your work immediately or start to do your homework immediately. So it's, messing around, wasting time.
But the one thing that did interest me was cars. I used to hang around down the local garage and the owner showed me some basic mechanics. I took to it straight away, but he couldn't give me a job because I didn't have maths and English. It was the same everywhere I went. No qualifications, no job or training. Then I got given a personal advisor.
Till here, okay, the only thing that interested him was mechanics and cars, but his problem was English and math, okay, and he wasn't good at them, and it was like his problem wherever he went, okay, to have no qualification. Then, this is the turning point, so check.
On this new NEETS program, this guy, Martin, helped me take things one step at a time. Before starting back into education, we looked up why it went wrong in the first place. I started to take a bit of responsibility for myself and get the help I needed. So here I am 2 years later with the qualifications I never got at school and an apprenticeship in a car factory.
Okay. So with Daryl, okay, he met someone, an advisor, a personal advisor from NEETS. He gave him and he helped him take things one step at a time, like step by step. And he looked what went wrong at school and how to get started, okay, and he taught how to get responsibility or to take responsibility for himself and get help. Okay, now he has qualifications and apprenticeship in car factory. Apprenticeship is a time of training, okay, that is given to new people or to new employed people. Now,
I've never wanted anything so much in my life. There were only 12 places and hundreds of young guys and girls applied. It's been tough, but I know how lucky I am to get a second chance.
He said lucky, it's lucky, you know, how lucky he is to take a second chance.
It's going to be great. I'll be learning in a really practical way to get a good grounding in the industry. I am not going to mess it up this time. Then, what I'd really like to do is carry on my training in Germany. They do a lot with apprenticeships over there, and they make the best cars in the world, of course.
Okay, seems interested in, you know, German cars. Okay, so he promised himself not to mess around anymore, or not to mess it up anymore, and he hoped to carry on, you know, apprenticeship in Germany. And by the way, apprenticeship is, you know, spelled as APPRENTICESSHIP. Okay, apprenticeship, which means the time of training in a place. Okay, so he said he's so lucky to have lucky to have this experience and this chance, and he wants to carry on this in Germany. Okay, let's move to Kara and her problems, past problems and experiences, her turning point, and immediate plans and hopes for the future. Listening to this at home is very important, guys. Don't, okay, or let me say, let's not, in order not to make it as an order, like, let's not miss it, okay? Let's do it together and let's listen to it many times, but believe me, it's so important, okay? Let's continue with Cara.
Cara.
No one ever thinks of Canada as an unemployment black spot, but things are pretty tough here right now.
Okay, so as I can see, she's from Canada, okay? And like, to have a job there is so difficult. She said so.
I've been out of university for almost 2 years, and I've lost count of the number of applications I've filled in. Half the time, you don't even get a reply. And I stopped looking for things in my subject area, journalist.
Okay, so she left university 2 years ago. She filled like countless applications, countless, like, you know, a lot, a big number, countless, okay? And often with no reply, and she stopped actually looking for a work, you know, related to her special, you know, or specialist. And you know, she stopped looking for work in journalism and economics long time ago because she had, and you know, difficulty finding a kind of job, this kind of job.
And economics a long time ago. Sure, I've had part-time jobs, waitressing, hotel reception work, the usual thing, but it's such a waste of my skills.
Okay. Most students after graduation, you know, tend to go to have part-time jobs, and you know, they are like kind of receptionist or waitress, or you know, things related to hospitality or something like this. Anyway, she said like it was you know, a way to kill her skills.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm going around in circles.
Going around in circles, not doing anything. Okay, it's like you know, running up an escalator, okay, like you're still in your place and getting tired, doing nothing.
Now the relevant experience, so I can't get a job. But without getting my foot in the door, how do I get the experience I need?
Okay, can't get foot in the door means like, you know, if she doesn't start something, how can she get experience, okay? How can she get the training?
The closest I got to my dream was an internship for a local newspaper. I was happy to take the tiny salary they offered and was all set to start when, can you believe it, they found someone who was willing to work for nothing.
Okay. Again, most new graduates, okay, tend to work for very, very low salaries. Because of that, they are employed, okay? And when they are, most companies employ new graduates because they don't ask for huge amounts of, of money or very low salary or wages. But in this way, by the way, it's a good one because they can get training, okay? And this is how I think I started also myself. It was like I started with very low wages, but I accepted that because I considered it as a chance to get experience. Okay, yeah, I'm talking about new graduates, but for people who are way older, it's gonna be like tough time because they have other duties, responsibilities, and different things to do. What's wrong here? Oh, okay, I don't know. Anyway,
So, all those exams and 3 years at university to be an unpaid slave.
Okay, so she considered herself as an unpaid slave, a person, slaving. Slave is a person that you buy, dealing with, it's a person to serve you, okay, and he's treated badly. Anyway, she said she felt herself like working as a slave, unpaid one also, okay. And I think now she's at her turning point. When you have this feeling, you are changing.
I found that so offensive.
So offensive means so bothering, so annoying.
Then I started to think a bit more creatively about how I could spend the next year. If Canada couldn't offer me anything, where could?
Okay, she started to think, I told you, she's now at her changing point or turning point. If, she started to think positively about the situations she is in, like how can she do this, okay? And, if she cannot be offered a job in Canada, where can she, be offered a job? It's so difficult. So let's listen to what she did.
I looked into volunteering programs outside Canada. I think
volunteering programs outside Canada. Okay, why not? It's a chance. Many people like volunteering thing.
I might as well be out there taking a risk and doing something worthwhile. So, I'm going to Malawi next month.
Okay, she chose Malawi.
To work on a literacy program, mainly...
Okay, to work on a literacy program, literacy for education.
With children.
With children.
It'll be hard being a long way from home and in a strange place, but I'm going to try and do some reporting on the situation there. Who knows? It might just prove to a newspaper editor that I'm the journalist for the job.
By the way, to change your place and to go for a place that is completely different, to adopt all the changes and all the things that you need to have here is a complete, a huge, strong challenge. Believe me, you are a complete different person after that if you could, adopt everything related to the new place, to the new culture, to the new, just to prove that who you are and to prove that you are good enough, qualified enough, and strong enough and willing enough to go through the experience and have the more improving skills. This is really challenging, but again, I'm gonna tell you this, like after a long time of volunteering, okay, you are a complete different person.
Lucas.
Okay, Lucas is, the oldest among the three, and he's 26.
When I told my friends that I was going to leave Athens to do a course in farming, they couldn't quite believe it. You see, I'd spent a lot of time, and my parents' money, getting a business degree and trying to improve my English. Anyway, after leaving a university, I had no proper full-time...
Okay, I'm gonna help you with Lucas because his English is not that good, okay? And he already wanted to improve his English, okay? So he spent a long time getting a business degree and improving his English, and he spent most of his parents' money on having this language, okay? Or, learning the language.
Job, just part-time contracts.
Okay, he couldn't have full-time jobs and just it was like part-time contracts. Again, like waste of money, but many people need it, but he's 26, okay?
And so I got nearly nothing in unemployment benefit. And after a year, the benefit stopped. So that was when I knew I had to make a decision. I thought about a master.
Okay. We all know that sometimes when we had bad times, so good times come after this, or big decisions come after this, okay? So his benefits stopped, or has stopped after a year, and he had to make a decision that, will change his life, okay? And let's check what he did.
But unemployment has doubled among postgraduates in Greece.
Okay. The problem of the unemployed people or new graduates is has doubled, and it's already a huge number.
So what would be the point of more academic qualifications?
So to think of more academic qualification is something like to him, okay, he's thinking like we have a lot of graduates, so I'm doubling, okay, or I'm going to be an extra one, okay.
The other option was to go abroad.
He chose a more difficult one, but
half of Europe is in the same situation, and I don't want to leave my family because of the financial crisis.
Okay. Going abroad is something completely is a good option for him. But leaving his family is going to be a very, very serious problem because of financial crisis like big problem, okay? And to him, he won't be able to leave them, okay? And but also Europe has the same problem with new graduates and no options to get a good job without experience, okay? Let's continue with Locus and what he did.
So it's going to be farming for me.
He chose farming. Why? Farming, right? Working on a farm.
You could say that it's in the blood, because my grandfather was a farmer.
So it's a family business, okay? So it's in his blood. His grandfather was a farmer.
And I'll be taking on a farm on land that the family still owns. But first, I'm doing a course at the American Farm School in Thessaloniki. This is a growing trend, apparently. Applications are up by more than 100%. In the long term, I want to produce the best that Greece has to offer. Excellent lamb, cheese and honey. And maybe look into ecotourism with...
In long terms, okay, his long-term goal or, looking for the future, he wants to be an excellent or to produce an excellent products of, lamb, cheese, honey. And also he's thinking of ecotourism. Ecotourism is many people like to have a holiday or vacation in nature, okay? So why don't or doesn't he make the farm as with a nice hotel or a nice hotel or small hotel or on so people can come and relax and have some fresh air, fresh animal products, something like this, and enjoy the silence, the nature, and the the amazing landscape or views. Anyway, so why not?
Farm stays, things like...
Ecotourism, farm stays, as I mentioned before, or as I explained.
Like that. You see, I'll need my business head to make it all work.
Ah, good business head. Okay, good business head, that means he needs a lot of planning, he needs a lot of ideas and a lot of working, a lot of organizing, details to get the success he wants.
It feels strange to say I'm going to be a farmer, and my mother is a bit disappointed. She put up with a lot to make sure I had a good education, but I'm trying to see it as an opportunity, and I want to make it a success so that I can pay my parents back for their support.
thinking positively about something, you know, many people would see as a negative thing. Like, he mentioned that his mother is so disappointed he is going to be a farmer because she paid so much to get enough education to be someone who's, you know, completely different far from farming, because farming is kind of very difficult work. It's not easy, okay? It's like very hard work, and he's thinking of this opportunity in positively, in order to pay back for his parents for what they did for him and or had done for him. But you know, many people look at farming in negatively, or as, you know, lower, let me say, graded work or ranked work, something like this. Anyway, he's thinking positively. He's thinking of his parents. He's thinking that he's gonna make a huge success, and he has a very long, you know, very amazing long-term goal, which is like having the farm as hocha and farm staying and improving this ecotourism. Again, ecotourism, tourism that is related to nature, guys. Okay. I liked his idea. Okay, I liked most of their ideas, but you know, he is thinking positively about doing something. Okay. Now talking about spoken English thing. Okay, spoken English relative thing. Like, it's not, when I say it's not my thing, that, you know, I don't like it. It's it's not the thing that, see, I'm repeating, so it's not, it naturally goes or, you know, spoken here. Sitting, look at the examples of the word thing from the exercises that we already took. Sitting at a desk just wasn't my kind of thing. That means it wasn't suitable, it wasn't my opportunity, or I couldn't see myself in that position. Things are pretty tough here right now. Things means like everything. Like, you know, related to job, work, maybe health, maybe the situations, okay? So things are pretty tough, difficult here. Find more examples of thing in, okay, on this page. Okay, anyway, you can listen again and find it, okay? I don't want to waste your time doing this. Ask and answer the questions with a partner about you. How are things with you at the moment? How are things with you at the moment is like, how are you? What's up? What's new? What you've done? Okay, things like that. Okay. Number two, what's the thing that what's the thing you like most about learning English? Okay, maybe the skill or the you know, most appealing thing to me about learning English is maybe pronunciation, or could be listening. It depends on you and what you like about the language. Do you like doing your own thing? That means your own skill or your own hobby, habit, you know, wherever you have. Okay, yes, okay. Yes, I enjoy doing, or I like doing my own thing, or my own hobby, or things my own way, okay? Things like that. Is horse racing your kind of thing? Means like, is it a hobby, or do you like it, or do you enjoy it, or do you feel like you can do it, or things like that? For me, yes, if I'm not the let me say, the racer, okay? Or yes, I like horseback riding. Anyway, do you ever say the wrong thing in company? Okay, could be. Okay, it depends on your answer. Next, do you have a thing about wearing a fur? Do you have your opinion about wearing fur? Because many people opposite, you know, or object to wearing fur because for human rights. No, it's for animal rights actually. Okay, so you know, they don't like animals or foxes or things like this, or these kind of animals to be killed for fur, okay? So this is related to animal rights, okay? So do you have a thing? Do you have an opinion? Do you object or do you agree, okay? If your friend keeps you waiting, do you make a big thing of it? Make big thing, big problem, big, you know, fuss or something like this? So will you make a problem about this or no? For me, in the first, second, third time, no. First time, I think I'm gonna kill my friend. Anyway, no, just kidding. But waiting is difficult. So this is the way you can make a question and you answer about using things. Okay. And guys, you know, yeah. Here we have questions about. What do you think about, you know, need? I didn't do them because, you know, it's like personal question and personal opinion about, how can young people get from need or from need to EET? EET like from not in education or employment education training to educated, employed, and trained. Okay, how can you get of them? Or how can you transfer from this to this? Look at the list of possible solutions from around the world. Which of them would work best and why? Like military service, voluntary work. Okay, military service can change a life, you know, someone's life. Also voluntary work, but you know, you have to accept the idea that you are working for, you know, just to get experience and not to get paid. Apprenticeship, which is I mentioned, like, you know, training in a place or the time of training in a place. One-to-one mentoring from a personal advisor. Also, this can help. Free transport, books, access to IT, informational technology. Okay, grants for higher education, help in setting up a small business. I go for this a lot. Okay, and school-based education within company training. I like the last one. Okay, it's just like, you know, you're studying and training to get the job immediately, the kind of practical classes, and which is the best actually. This is the best. So you graduate with experience or with the training at least. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have this, you know, method or way in many educational systems, and so we need to adopt this policy to get trained, to get some kind of practical courses in order to be able to get a job easier or easily after graduation. Okay, think of them. Think of one of them, or could, you know, more than one is possible, and it can change your life and help you get different personality, different traits, different qualifications. That is everything I wanted to speak about for today. I want to thank you very much for today's, you know, watching, let me say, or following. I hope you can get the best of this. And again, my advice for you always, just to repeat what you took and write down the words, the new words that you need to learn and that you use a lot. Write the words that are related to your field of study or field of work or business, and in order to repeat them many times so you can make the advantage of it, get the advantage of it. And thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Stay home till the moment. Stay positive. Wish you the best. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your the time that is given for you. And thank you very much. Goodbye. Love you all.